The XRP pump is still alive. We're going to talk XRP price action along with Ripple Labs modifying their escrow plan. We're also going to talk about Coinbase opening up crypto futures in the United States. This is a great day, but we got something to talk about, everyone, and it's on the whiteboard. That's right, mid-month. Are we going to have a pump or dump? And you're sitting there, Klaus, why? What's the deal with the mid-month? Yes, mid-month worries, but I got a question to ask you first before we talk about it. YouTube made it so that channel members get to see videos first and I get to pick how early they get to see it and when. Is that something that any of you are interested in? Or should we just release the videos at the same time? Maggie937 says, I use XLM to move between exchanges and wallets. It's basically free and instant. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good use case of the utility of XLM. But if it's so cheap to move money, then how is it going to garner big price action? But there's utility. Jeremy Touche supporting the channel. Big thank you to Jeremy all month of October. Jeremy, thank you very much, sir. You greatly helped out, along with all the other channel members, super chatters, super supporters. Thank you so much. We made October a good one. Klaus, yes, please cover gold and silver. I love stacking and collecting. Ooh, everyone, this might be your home for stacking talk. Yes. Mid-month, all right? What's mid-month? U.S. government shutdown. Now, here's the deal with that, okay? And we're going to talk about the news then. Deal with this. We've got about half the people out there saying, you know what? Crypto is going to be a safe haven asset when the government shuts down. We got the other half of traders out there going, yo, the whole market, everything, whether it's crypto, stocks, everything is just going to tank when the U.S. government shutdown happens. So, I don't know. Market split. What are your thoughts? Hey, guess what's happening later today? Jerome Powell. He's going to take a pause, though. 99% chance that that's going to happen. Bitcoin's in at 34,560 ETH, 1802 Sol getting some big pumps, but FTX is on stake and some Sol, so let's keep an eye out. XRP, like I said, above that 60-cent mark with XLM right now hovering right around 12 cents. Coinbase opens up futures trading to U.S. investors. Even better than this, it's designed for retail traders. So if you don't want to play spot and you want to start playing futures, well, baby, Coinbase is your home. Size for retail users, the futures contract for Bitcoin and Ethereum offer lower upfront capital requirements. The new launch, revealed Wednesday in a blog post, comes after the company gained clearance in August. And hey, that's today. That's how breaking this news is. Futures provides trader with the ability to hedge their risk, diversify their portfolios, trade with leverage, and speculate on which way the market will go, either up and down. So instead of picking spot, you can play futures. I like that. U.S. traders must use trading platform Coinbase Advanced to access such contracts. They also must have a spot trading account. The contracts are sized with retail traders in mind. I like it. Now, by the way, Coinbase got approval for this in August. Took a few months for it to be released, but I'm happy about this. Now, will it generate big revenue and volume for Coinbase? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. All right? We're in fourth quarter right now. They're going to get a couple months of usage out of it, November, December. Cool. So we'll get some data when that report comes out. Ripple extends final escrow deadline to 2027. That's right, the dumping on the market, the $1 billion that you see, gets extended. There's a comment in here that bothers me. It's at the end. I'll share it with you. Well, let's keep learning, everyone. In the latest development in the crypto market, Ripple has extended its final escrow deadline to April 2027. So we've got how many years of this, everyone? About 4. The company's original plan was to release $1 billion each month for a period of 55 months. However, the recurrent relocks of significant portions of each monthly release mean what? It has to be extended. So yes, you know how they relock stuff in? Well, they still got to release it, right? So what are they doing? They're delaying the impact on the market. Sooner or later, though, the market is going to have to digest it. So what are we talking about? You're increasing supply of the coin, but is the demand there? Now, price and demand aren't necessarily the same thing because you're going to be flooding the market with supply. Because remember, every time Ripple does an unlock, some of that goes back into escrow. Well, sooner or later, we're going to have to release the rest of it, right? This month, Ripple unlocked $550 million worth and spent an additional 5 million tokens from past balances on sell-offs amounting to 205 million tokens. Here is the comment that bothers me. This strategy by Ripple is part of its effort to manage the supply and demand dynamics of XRP in the market. By relocking a significant portion of each monthly release back in the escrow, Ripple ensures a steady but controlled release into circulating supply. So if they're able to control the circulating supply and they're able to do what's best for the circulating supply of XRP, why aren't they doing what's best for the XRP holder? Do we really need this much XRP in the market? I mean, seriously, do we really need 80, 90, 100 billion floating around? 50 billion? Come on now. It's functioning just fine with it. We talk about usage and utility. If XRP can process millions and millions and millions, I think it was like 293 million transactions a day. If XRP can process that, you really don't need that many of them, can you? System functions just great right now. So I like that they're trying to mitigate risk when it comes to supply and demand, helping out XRP. But what are they doing to actually bump up XRP? They're playing the defense, but not the offense. All right, XRP price up on the screen, 1 month chart, and yes, October was a good month, everyone. We started off the month of October right around 52 cents, and we ended it, yes, at 60 cents. Now, let's drop in some candlesticks and see what happened on this move. We're going to zoom in a little bit further here and check out the 5-day. Now, very interesting to see. Rejections here again at that 61.2, 61.2, and look at it again right here, right near that 60.8. So, what are we noticing? XRP is making big moves and it's holding. Yeah, it's actually holding on low volume. Now, the market got a little bit more XRP into circulation. Don't really see any effect on the screen, do you? No. So this actually looks really, really good. Now, if we zoom out just a little bit here, are we thinking that we're going to be able to keep at that 60 cent mark? Now, we did have 2 days in a row where we had highs, right? Look at this. 61.2, 60.7 could hold either of them. So are we sitting here thinking, hey, 60 is our near-term resistance that we're just not going to break? Are we going to stay above 50 cents? The problem I got is mid-month. It all goes back to that whiteboard. Because we have seen crypto markets play both ways. And you know what? Let's go big screen as we talk about the rest. We've seen the market react both ways to bad government news. It all comes down to store of value and where's the safe place to put your money. It also depends on how last minute do we go with this shutdown. We're going to hear more about this, I would say, about November 9th on, because the shutdown is going to be happening mid-month. So we got about a good week. Why is that important? Because that good week also continues with today, because Jerome Powell is totally expected to take a pause. Powell taking a pause allows what, everyone? Allows crypto to move a little bit further. Why? Because they're not making money more expensive. They're just keeping it crazy expensive, right? He's got his foot on our necks, pressing us down. We're saying the safe word, asparagus, asparagus, asparagus. And he's like, okay, I'll back off just a little. I'll let you take a gasp of breath. And you get that quick recharge. And then he's like, sticking it to you again. So U.S. government shutdown. Big thing that we're going to be seeing at the middle of this month. And it's all going to come down to store of value. We've seen Bitcoin as the store of value. As the Silicon, the S banks in March tanked, Bitcoin popped. The last time the government shutdown was getting close, the crypto markets were really getting nervous. In fact, the stock markets were super getting nervous. In fact, the stock markets have been selling off air actually pretty heavily because of weakness in the U.S. economy. And now I know what you're saying, but Klaus, didn't the reports come out pretty juicy about the U.S. economy? It did. But there's some debt bubbles that are starting to appear. And those debt bubbles are in the lower to now middle income classes. See, at the beginning of this problem, when crypto started going down and rates started going up, the middle class was doing okay. I was watching savings rates for the middle class, and they were doing fine. But now that same middle class is starting to eat through their savings. Why? Because inflation has been so high for so long. That's why we cover CPI data, PPI data, and Jerome Powell and the Fed stuff. Because once we get that under control, that's the big demon holding crypto back from really, really moving. And I'm not talking about like crazy moon action. I'm talking about development, investment, development of utility, usage of that utility, funding for the utility, devs getting paid. It's just been dry as the Sahara out there when it comes to funding. So if we can get some relief with Jerome Powell, if we can avoid a government shutdown mid-month, we might be able to stack on another month of green action. And we just saw that October was a pretty green month for XRP, almost 20% on the up on that. Now, is every month green sustainable? No, of course not, right? Some months you're going to have some downs, some months you're going to have some ups, but we want to see that constant stair-step pattern, right? Just over time, just working yourself on the way up. But I'm going to be watching, though. I think we're still a little early for store of value play with cryptos. With Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin has been proven to be the store of value play, but I just don't know if the regular cryptos are there yet. We're getting close. We're getting close, but not there yet. What am I doing today? Well, that cold front came in, so I got to run outside, and it's 37 degrees. So this boy from South Carolina is going to freeze his ass off. Pre-burn, sure as hell going to need it today to stay warm. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, there's a big auction happening today that I'm going to be participating in. Some silver is for sale in this auction, and I'm feeling a bit saucy. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below. Stackers, I think you found a home for metals coverage. Metal Mondays with Klaus. MJ and Metals with Klaus on Mondays. Ooh, it sounds juicy, doesn't it? I'll catch y'all later, and don't forget, we got a live stream later today. Jerome Powell on the mic, but this guy on the mic is saying goodbye.